It's an all too common sight and sound in southern Alberta. This storm in Calgary earlier this month produced hail the size of softballs, leaving hundreds of millions of dollars in damage in its wake.
So we had 2 vehicles parked outside. Both had major hail damage.
A familiar story in one of the worst areas for hail on the planet. For nearly 3 decades, an air war has been waged to limit that damage. Planes shooting flares loaded with silver iodide into storm clouds.
We have the ejectable flares down here, kind of by your knee.
Seeding clouds to reduce the size of the hail they produce.
Every millimeter of hail adds a lot of kinetic energy into the impact. So if we can disperse that across a bunch of smaller stones, we can reduce the damage.
The Alberta Hail Suppression Project costs more than $7 million a year, a tab picked up by a consortium of insurance companies.
We have strong reason to believe that it does effectively mitigate and reduce the damage that these storms cause.
Long before the hail hammered down earlier this month, the storm was tracked.
How big was the hail that was generated by this?
The hail was very large. This was a very large supercell thunderstorm as it moved southeast across northern Calgary.
This meteorologist says cloud seeding helped limit the size of that hail, something that could be even more important moving forward.
The trend that we have observed has been for fewer days with hail, but the days that we have had hail have been more impactful. More severe days, but fewer overall days with any hail.
More intense storms causing more damage on the ground, making the mission to seed the clouds above even more critical. Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.